Okay, so here's the reality. Nobody cares what you have learned. Nobody cares about your cool information. Nobody cares about all the work you did to create processes in your life or step-by-steps and so on. Nobody cares. If you're trying to teach somebody how to do something and you're trying to sell a product, right? Or sell an idea or just help another person, right? The worst way to influence them is to show them how much you know. It's to tell them all the things you've learned, all the books you've read, all the classes you've taken, all the studying you've done. It's not going to work. Now, does that upset you? It did me. I'll tell you that. It upset me because I've spent many years of my life studying, reading, like really understanding psychology, understanding about people, understanding what is the gap between a person doing something for themselves and not doing something for themselves. It's frustrating when you know, when you have solutions and people aren't listening. Boy, it's going to get noisy here for a minute. It's really frustrating. Think about that, right? Doesn't it make you crazy? Like when you look at people, or even people tell you, oh, I'm really struggling. Or they've got certain problems that you've learned how to solve for you. And no matter how much information you share with them, they always say things like, let me think about it. They always say things like, let me talk to my husband, or let me talk to my wife, or let me go do some research, after you've already done all the research for them, right? Does it not make you crazy? It makes me crazy because until I realize the truth. And this is the thing I want to share with you, a little tip that'll make a difference. Because for me, I've learned how to do this, not just in person, but also online. Whether I'm connected with them face to face, or I'm on the phone with them, or I'm doing a webinar online. Okay? I've learned how to do this. And it takes a lot less effort than you think. A whole lot less effort. The truth is that what is going to matter, what's going to make the difference between you sharing your information and them taking it, or you sharing the information and them not taking it, is getting clear about letting them know about the lessons that you have paid the price for, the lessons you have earned. Does that make sense? For me, I've spent the last 5.5 years fighting and kicking and bleeding and suffering and spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on coaches, throwing money away on Facebook ads, Google ads, buying program after program after program. It's really, it makes you sick at some point, because you start to wonder, is this supposed to pay off? What am I missing? Right? And it was this. Tell the truth. If you stop trying to share your information and start trying to tell your story about how you paid the price to earn the information that you're trying to teach other people, then you become more effective. See, because then you take them through the path, right, of suffering just like you did, being introduced to it just like you did, trying it even though you're not sure it's going to work just like you did, and then the success you had. Think about that. It's 4 parts. Who were you before this thing that you're trying to teach them was introduced to you? How were you struggling? Be vulnerable. The reason why so many people struggle to sell online or even in person is this lack of vulnerability. You think that people are only going to buy because you've got some valuable information. I'm telling you right now, they won't. They don't care, right? So telling them the truth about your story, where you came from, right? Who you were before. What was it like? I mean, get descriptive. How did it hurt? What did it feel like? Embarrassed if you have to. And then tell them how when you were introduced to this information that you're trying to teach them, when you were first introduced to it, you didn't buy into it. You didn't know if it was going to work. You just knew what was happening before was not going to work. So you figured, okay, either I can do what I know won't work, or I can try something that might. And you share that story. And then you share the story about how you tried it, still not sure if it was going to work, but you did it anyway. That's a really important transition, right? You didn't just see something online or get something that someone sold you and then just bought it and said, this is gonna work. And you know, I mean, it's like, there's still an element of, I'm not sure, right? Share that with people. And then do the thing that a lot of people fail to do. It's really weird. I've talked to a lot of people who are trying to I've coached a lot of people who are trying to sell online, for example, and they always miss this part in the story: success. Why is that? Why is it that people don't want to say, and then after I did it, I had this success? And there's two parts to your success. There's an external, there's an internal, but you share these things with people. You tell people what you earned on the outside and what you earned on the inside, how you succeeded internally with what you applied, right? That's a major tip I'm sharing with you right now. And I'll be honest, I charge a lot of money to teach people that. So I hope you all took it in and are going to apply it. Start telling your story, start helping other people. Now, if you're an executor, that means you've got like 3 or more of the executing strengths in your top 10. It's all about the list, right, my friends? So you go ahead and do a list. Take people through your list of all the different things that you've gone through. Ask them to give you a list of the things that they are currently going through. If you're an executor and you want to make sure things are done the right way, and you've got 3 or more of those executing strengths, then tell them that. Say, I am here to help you because I am all about helping people make sure things are done the right way. And whatever the right way is, it's either their way, your way, or whatever, or God's way, right? And so if you've got 3 or more of those executing strengths, this process is a lot simpler. And it doesn't matter if you've got relationship building, executing, strategic thinking, influencing, it doesn't matter. You can do them all. So I'm just going to share that tip with you. I got a little video that you can all watch in a few moments where you can see me breaking down strengths reports, so you can see how I could help this person that's shared their strengths report with me. I can help this person that I'm about to show you right now do what I just showed you how to do, right? Which is influence other people with your story, because nobody cares about what you learned. Now, in the meantime, go to, of course, my website, eddiepvia.com. Take the 7-day strengths challenge. Get to understand who you are, because none of this is going to work if you don't see your value. That is the whole point of strengths. It is seeing your value. Not because you read some book and the book says you're valuable. That's bullcrap. No one cares about that. What strengths does is that when you understand your strengths report, then you can find proof that who you are is all you have to be with everything you do. When you find that proof, my friends, you will finally believe it. And it takes work. So the big lesson here, find your value first. Find it now. Just by looking at your strengths report and seeing how you've already done great things up to this point. You don't have to work for a year or 2 years before you can try to help somebody. That's bullshit. It's not going to work. You don't have to do that. You can bring people along. You can influence people as you were trying to influence yourself. Take the strengths assessment if you haven't already, and go to readmystrengths.com. Submit your strengths report to me, and I'll pick it. I'll pick one of hopefully I'll pick your strengths report, and I'll analyze it, break it down for you on this video, these videos that I do. And if you're ready, join my Unleash Your Strengths community or get involved in the other trainings that I have when it comes to strengths. Have an awesome day. We'll see you on the next video. Enjoy.
Here we go. This is number 1, developer. All right, very different than the other one, just from the number 1. Number 2, positivity. So as you can tell, this person's probably going to have includer in their top 10 because they just love to compliment people and be contagiously enthusiastic. So this is a person who loves to be around other people. And of course, because look at empathy is their 3rd. They love to be around people and feel their energy. This person loves to be around people, feel their energy, and see how it was all meant to be, right? Like, oh, we were meant to be, we were meant to see each other today. We were meant to hang out together. This person's very, has a lot of spiritual beliefs, I would imagine, and probably a lot of I'm starting to see this person as being some sort of a person who would be into yoga or Reiki or something like that, right? This person's really interested in energy and cares about energy and really wants to share it and express it and feel it in others. Their number 5 strength is belief. And so that means to me that these ideas that people should be encouraged and enthusiastically, you know, pushed and supported and felt, these things that this person feels or uses, these are part of their core beliefs. It's part of how they believe the world should be. Okay. So there's a bit of a stubbornness there. Woo, no surprise, right? They want to win others over. They want everybody to love them. And that's a good thing, my friends. Stop looking at that as being a bad thing. I mean that. It's my number 4 strength, so don't you dare. Harmony, going with the flow of the way things should be. There's a bit of judginess there. So the stubbornness and the judginess is there when it comes to how people should be treated. Definitely there. Restorative, this is a person who would definitely get in people's faces if people aren't being treated the right way or acknowledged or included. This is the defender of the people, this person right here, big time. And activator, which means they're also very impulsive. All right, so let's get to number 30, context. Part of the reason why this person is as enthusiastic as they are is because the background, the past is not a good one for them. It's a big thing that they go to when this person thinks about the past, they stop being positive. Focus. Okay, so this person is not interested in being in their own head. 32 is analytical. Yep. This person is definitely not interested in breaking numbers down. This person is also going to be deliberative. This person is also going to be very de-energized by thinking things through before making a decision. And this person is also going to be de-energized by thinking they need to take control. So I'm going to break this one down really simple because there's so many relationship building strengths here. So I'm going to go ahead and break those down real quick. Relationship building, relationship building, relationship building, relationship building, relationship building, relationship building. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 relationship building strengths. Okay, and then we've got 1, 2. Okay, so this person has got also 2 executing strengths, 2 influencing strengths. This person is just all about people. Even this person's executing strengths are about people. This person's belief strength is about how people should be, how things should be done to make sure people are taken care of. Their restorative strength is about how people aren't being taken care of properly. And that needs to change. We need to bring it back to life, right? And this person's like, I have been treated poorly in my past. Right? And I don't want that to happen to anybody else ever again. I don't think people should be treated by looking at the numbers. And I definitely don't believe that people should be pushed around. That's this person. I don't think people should be demanded of anything. I think people, she's like, I think people should be honored. I think their energy and their feelings should matter. I think how they feel should be relevant. I think their voice and their opinions should be heard. That's what this person is like. Like they're, oh man, this person is like soapbox. Here we go. I'm feeling this person big time. When you put in all these feely, touchy strengths like developer and positivity and empathy and connectedness and harmony, when you put these and includer, when you put these strengths together, we can go any way. We can just be, I'm just cool with the world. I don't want to ruin, I don't want to ruffle feathers. But you throw in belief as number 5. This person's not worried about ruffling feathers when feathers are already ruffled. Does that make sense? This person is like, no, feathers are ruffled. I'm in the face of those who are ruffling the feathers, and I need them to stop doing that. So this person, if you were to be around this person, they would just honor you for who you are. And they would encourage all the good in you. And where they would probably drop the ball is they forget that the reason they're telling you that they're encouraging you is because they would love to see you doing those things more often. It would bring them personal joy. But they don't want to say that because they're afraid that it would put the relationship at risk if it seems like there's something that they want from you. But this person definitely wants something from people. This person wants to feel them. This person wants to encourage them. This person wants to be enthusiastic about what they can do. And that, my friends, is a bit of a demand, right? It's in there, but they keep it to themselves. They don't share it. They definitely don't tell the world or the people around them that they would love to see them improve themselves. They don't. They just go around encouraging them, hoping that those people will get it for themselves. And if they don't, sometimes they'll, like this person would definitely doubt their leadership skills because they think maybe they should be more of a pain in the ass and more like a demanding, more powerful, like you need to do this and just do it or shut up kind of person. Because all they do is when they doubt themselves, when this person looks in their past and doubts themselves, all they do is compare themselves to influential leaders in the world or in their world who are those types of people. Does that make sense? Like this person would suddenly look in their past, doubt themselves, and then see how they're not a powerful leader like this person over here who is so good at just telling people what to do and those people doing it. But they can't operate that way because it would put relationships at risk. And so what I would help this person do is help them see that it's important that you get clear with the people that you're encouraging, that the reason you're encouraging is because you personally would relish seeing them thrive in their life. And then how you would best be more of influence when you've got strengths like these is to ask people, what does thriving in your life look like? Do you know what I mean? You ask people, what does thriving in your life look like? And how can I encourage you to do that? Do you understand what I'm saying? What does thriving in your life look like? And how can I personally encourage you to go get that? How can I encourage you to get that? What can I do to be of support to you? Because that's what I want to do. Instead of just going out there arbitrarily, just complimenting people. You know what I mean? Because ultimately what I want you to see as a relationship builder, dominant relationship builder like this, is to see that when you are being a developer, positivity, empath, and connectedness and all these things, when you're being those things, you are powerfully influential. You are. But when you don't focus on it, when you don't see it, when you don't try to embrace it for yourself, you could be moving the world and not know it. You could be moving the world and not know it. All right. That's what I would say to this person. You could be moving the world right now and not even know that you are. And if you don't think you are, you stop being you. When you think that you're not moving the world, you go into your bottom strengths. You probably lose patience and just start telling people what to do. If you have children, when you lose patience, you definitely just tell them what to do. And every time you walk away going, oh my gosh, that was terrible. Why did I do that? Right? If this person has children, right? You'll always walk away going, oh my gosh, why did I lose my temper? You lost your temper because you doubted you. You go into command, you start telling people what to do because you doubt you, and you just lose all patience for you. You may think you're losing patience for others, but actually you're losing patience for you. That's the deal. And when you lose patience for others and you lose patience for you, you stop being you and you start being something you're not. Hence, you push people away, you stop connecting, you stop being productive, and you stop being creative. My friends, that is the secret when it comes to your bottom strengths. I hope you all got a lot of value from that. I would love it for you if you would take a moment and comment below the value you got from that and share any one of the lessons you got from today's strengths readings and share it with other people. Okay, share it with someone else. Okay, the lessons you learn are not meant to be kept to you. They are for you and other people. The strengths you have that you've been gifted with are not just for you. They're for you and other people. If you're applying your strengths in a way that only helps you and not others, you're doing it wrong. If you're applying your strengths in a way that helps others and not you, you're doing it wrong. Your strengths report must be applied to help you and my friend, and other people. And then when you're doing that, you are in perfect alignment with who you are, no matter what you are, no matter what your strengths are. Whether you're that person who is taking control or you're that person who's just feeling others, doesn't really matter. Apply your strengths to who you are. And now and you know, one of the things I love about this, and I'm going to wrap this up on this, is that when I'm reading strengths reports, you all are starting to get a glimpse on how I see the world. I feel like if the world watched these videos, I really feel like that. If the world watched these videos, if everyone on this planet watched these videos, they would start to get a more of appreciation of who they are. And they would stop holding other people accountable for not being them. So share these videos.